Hey everybody, Mr. On Demand here, man with the master plan. What's going on, everybody? Today we got some very pressing news in the tech world. Silicon Valley Bank basically has been taken over by the Fed, FDIC, because basically it's gone under. So what does that mean? Well, a lot of big companies held a lot of money in there. There will be definite backlash. We're not exactly sure how much because the bank is going to be sold off. Whatever is there will be, given out to the people who had accounts there. There's a the Fed ensures that all the accounts up to 250,000. I heard a report that the average account was over 2 million there though. The one of the main holders there had over 400 million, which was which was Roku. We might see some issues with the Roku company because of that. They may have to change their strategies on some things. They say they've got enough money on hand. I think it was about a quarter of their total money that was in that bank. So a good chunk of it. The But let's go ahead and go to the articles here and see what they say about this particular bank collapse here. So they were the 16th largest bank in the United States. This was the tech industry avoided an extinction level event. This is what was reported by CNN. They said, but it's not unscathed. Um, the list of companies and the amount of money, it's really too early to tell. Money will start to be doled out, whatever is there. Uh, at least they'll be getting some of their money back, if not all of it, to some of the people who have money in that bank. Some of the money, if it was in things like mutual funds or whatever, those are not insured, so they won't probably get much of anything back on those. So a lot of people are going to be out a lot of money from this bank going under. The According to CNN here, the startups raced to line up loans from venture funds uh, to tech firms to make payroll. Venture backed retailers hosted last minute sales to boost their cash reserves, and at least one prominent startup accelerator convinced thousands of CEOs and founders to sign an urgent petition calling for Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen and others to offer relief. There was a run on this bank. So what happened was is a bunch of people were going to take out their money. Well, if you don't know about banks, and this is what I've always told everybody, your money is not safe in a bank. Banks aren't required to keep all your money in the bank. So if all of us tried to get our money out at once from the banks, they wouldn't have enough to give to us. They loan out the money so they can make interest on it. And that's one of the ways banks make money. Well, if they do too many bad loans, then the banks go under. We saw this happen with the real estate crash in '08. Um, we've seen, countless times, '09, '09 or so, where the financial, you know, uh, real estate market had a big collapse. There, there is too many moving parts in this to know everything, in detail about it. But what we do know, the facts are that a bank run did happen. People ran to get their money out of the bank. Too many people were getting too much money out. There wasn't enough money. So the Fed took it over, shut it down, and is going to basically try to take care of the rest of the people who have money in that bank the best they can. And, trying to keep panic from happening, in other words. This is the first bank run like this in the United States. This is the second worst bank collapse in history in the US, but it's not the first bank issue that's been happening in the world. There's been quite a few banks in China have this same bank run issue and then been shut down by China, and people basically lost all their money. Plenty of banks have had this type of issue happen in Africa as well, Greece and etc. So we know what's been happening in a lot of other countries, and it's becoming more of a worldwide issue now. We will see more issues like this in the future, I believe, with with the banking industry. Things need to change. They need to be held accountable a little bit better for their banking practices. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but uh, I'm just really surprised that more hasn't been done, considering it wasn't very long ago we just had the crisis with the real estate market, and then we're having this happen now as well. The government tries to keep it under control, but they can only control so much of what these banks do. Some of the banking practices overseas we have no control over, and then these banks invest in those banks or those businesses that are, basically funded by banks that have very shady practices overseas because they don't aren't necessarily held to the same standards as us. And not that long ago, the cryptocurrency market was rocked as well. So that's a whole different story. But there was some investment in this bank with that, so that was part of it. Uh, how this affects Roku and how it affects other businesses that have money in this bank, I don't know. As I find out more information, I will try to update you on this story. Right now, there's not a lot out about it. It happened on Friday. The weekend, really, nothing really happened as far as anybody knew. That they just tried to calm people down over the weekend, and now we're at Monday. There was a little bit of a resurgence in cryptocurrency, and I believe the resurgence in the cryptocurrency today is due to people not having faith in banks. So they want to put their money somewhere else. So you put your money in crypto, you can put it in gold and silver, you can do all kinds of stuff with your money. But leaving a fiat currency like the US dollar in a bank, large amounts of it, obviously is not a safe thing to do right now. You are insured up to $250,000. So if you have less than that in a bank account, and it's a standard bank account, you should be fine as far as I know, but I'm not a banking expert either. This news came across me because of the Roku thing and because I'm kind of in the streaming world, but also because I do follow news on what's going on with finances and banking and cryptocurrency as well. So this was this was a big news thing that happened Friday and kind of shook things over the weekend a little bit. Um, at any rate, I just thought I'd bring this news to you guys. You all have a great day, and I hope this was some help to you. Um, don't be afraid. Don't worry about it too much. Just try to be smart with your money as far as how you invest it or where you put it and how you have it, so that you don't end up losing it all in something stupid like this. If you're, especially if you have a business with a large amount of money. So I'll catch you guys later. See you on the next one. You all have a great day and leave that thumbs up. Don't forget, like and subscribe.